My dear child, take a slow breath and listen closely. I want you to hear these words without rush or fear. Let them settle gently inside you. You are not hearing this by accident. This moment folds into a larger plan I have guided since before you could name your hopes. Let that reality bring quiet confidence. Know also that my tone is gentle, even when my call is firm, for my intention is always your good. Let this conversation mark a turning point you will recall with quiet gratitude in days ahead to come. I am waking a quiet signal inside you, a steady pulse that reminds you change is near. You have walked through long nights, voiced prayers that seemed to fade into the air, and asked whether hope was only a story. I tell you now, it is real and close. This is not a message for everyone. It is a personal reminder that your story moves forward under watchful eyes. Feel the calm assurance that comes from knowing you are fully seen and understood. Morning approaches faster than you imagine. Stay aware. How you prepare in the next short while shapes how you step into what comes. I ask you to listen to the end because guidance often travels with the promise. Miss the guidance and the promise may slip from view. Each sentence here helps you cross uncertain water. Each stone is placed with care, ensuring you cross safely without losing direction. Trust the design beneath. If you only glance, confusion may pull you under. Sit still, breathe, let these words settle deep. Soon you will notice signs of favor you once labeled ordinary. You have lingered in the realm of almost answered, almost advanced, almost free, almost loved. Notice how even the simplest detail, a kind word, a timely pause, a gentle memory, can serve as quiet confirmation that I am at work. Treat these moments as guideposts marking the route out of uncertainty towards steadiness. When you speak my name with trust, I listen. Ask with confidence and I will answer. Confidence rooted in trust is never misplaced. It invites a response that arrives at the right depth, in the right measure, never rushed and never late. Your trust is strong, and what I have planned is already moving toward you. I have noticed the quiet sighs you release when you think no one is near. Hear this. Frustration is giving way to fulfilled. What once traced your steps with discouragement will soon follow you with gratitude instead. Celebrate each small forward step, for they are reliable signs of approaching fulfillment. The door that once stood ajar is swinging fully open. The promise that loops through your thoughts now aligns with perfect timing. While you measured days by clocks and calendars, I was counting by purpose and readiness. Every weight carried a lesson. You will notice the shift first in your thinking, then in your surroundings, and finally in wider circles that touch other lives. Each stage confirms that timing and purpose have met in clear agreement. Each detour taught its own course. Now the countdown has reversed. You are moments from seeing what years kept hidden. Stay with me through this full message. Let patience finish its work so that when the joy breaks out, you will lack nothing. Patience is more than waiting. It is active readiness, an inner stance that keeps you prepared to step the moment opportunity stands open. Carry that stance as balanced weight on steady feet. No talent, no insight, no humility, no gratitude will be missing. Listen, my messengers are on the move, carrying blessings marked kindness, supply, recovery, renewal. They travel with purpose and never arrive late. Stand ready and keep the light of trust burning. First, guard your words. Pause and picture those blessings. They are real, though unseen, as real as the breath you draw right now. Words shape the air around you. Do not sabotage tomorrow with complaints today. Speak as though the answer knocks at the door, because it does. Second, feed your thoughts with truth. Let steady reminders turn worry into expectation. Third, give freely. When you pour out, you make space for more to enter. Build a routine around these three choices and watch how the atmosphere of your days moves from dull gray to quiet brightness. Small adjustments create room for large outcomes. These simple habits are not busy work. They unlock what is near. I will not hand you a cheap imitation. What arrives will fit your path, your personality, your task. If something shiny appears and asks you to bend your integrity, see it for what it is. Reject the copy. Wait for the real. Not every breakthrough shouts. Some slip in quietly. One morning you will notice the ache has eased. The balance has shifted. The distant voice has reached out, or the idea has grown clear. Record these quiet mercies. They trace my faithfulness. Keep watch, and I will teach you to spot the gentle as well as the grand. Let gratitude record each quiet change. A written memory today becomes strong encouragement tomorrow when doubts whisper. These written memories will anchor you when the next challenge tries to shake your certainty. If these words settle in you, take them fully to heart and voice your trust. Continue to listen until the end because some truths unfold only in the last moments. Hold your posture of expectation until peace settles like a closing sigh. I now breathe steady courage into you, clear sight into your thoughts, warmth into your prayers, and resilience into your feelings. Take comfort in knowing that faithful action multiplies influence beyond what sight can measure. Feel the weight lift, replaced by a quiet certainty that good is on its way. I know you have asked why the wait felt so long. Know that unseen alignment is no less real because you cannot measure it. Trust that coordination is taking place in layers beyond sight, layers that will soon break the surface. The delay was not punishment. I was shaping your heart to hold the coming gift. I was strengthening character, sharpening insight, widening capacity. Lessons taken too soon can feel heavy. Lessons received at the right time become steady ground. Though the forging of character be slow and silent, it is as the iron within the walls, upholding the house in the day of tempest. Without it, even the brightest gift would collapse. Trust that such inner strength will steady you when the external scene changes quickly. Trust my timing, even when it seems painfully slow. I know this season has stretched you thin. You have considered giving up more than once. Remember, the hardest part of a hard journey is near the finish, not because you fail, but because you are close. The pressure you feel is the tension before release. Let that tension remind you of how close you are to release, like the hush before dawn. A bow must draw back before it sends the arrow forward. I am positioning you so you can move farther than you dreamed. Thank you for every quiet act of support that helps these words reach others. Hold steady. The drawing back may feel uncomfortable, but it stores the power that will carry you forward at the right moment, free from wasted motion. When momentum finally releases, you will move with surprising ease, powered by the force stored in waiting. Do not quit. If you knew how near the promise truly is, you would celebrate instead of despair. Before it arrives fully, I ask one thing. Endurance is not simply surviving. It is choosing each day to keep moving with quiet confidence that the horizon is closer than it appears. Let your steps echo with determination. When doubt speaks, answer with memories of past faithfulness and allow them to steady your pace. Prepare your inner life. Release bitterness from earlier setbacks. Put down the weight of anger. Bitterness clings like heavy mud, slowing progress and dimming sight. Let it slide away so lightness can return. Anger, too, drains energy that could be used for building new days. Trade it for calm focus. Such release is a gift you give yourself, not a gesture toward the past. Lightness opens room for fresh ideas and connections you once considered impossible. Forgive yourself for missteps you still replay. Make room, because what is coming is larger than what was lost. Open your hands. Open your heart. Hold your faith wide, not to earn the gift, but to carry it well. Walk forward not in fear, but in steady expectation. Open posture is not performance, it is readiness. It signals that you expect good and can recognize it when it arrives. Such readiness also allows joy to land without resistance. Look at who walks beside you, not at what you feel you lack. I complete every good work I begin. The promise is nearer than your anxiety, closer than your doubts, stronger than your past errors. Let these assurances replace anxious thoughts whenever they rise. Speak them aloud if needed until they settle as your normal thought pattern. Let the repetition of these truths reshape thought patterns carved by years of worry. Over time, they will become your instinct. You are at the threshold of something bright. Reach out. Keep moving, even if your knees shake, trusting that the pledge is already on its way. Let my care light your path so others can see. Share what you learn, and together we lift hope. Your steady return to me each day moves me deeply. You approach without show with a clear, honest spirit, setting your desires in my hands. This habit speaks louder than grand gestures. I value it. Every quiet prayer and moment of trust has been stored safely. Now they are set to bring outcomes that reach your life, those close to you, your tasks, and the hopes you rarely voice. I am arranging good beyond your widest picture, in harmony with what endures. Remember, I do not forget a single detail. Each trust-filled moment is noted and will show its value at just the right time. I surround you with steady care and understanding. I know your struggles and hear every request. When you sense my nearness, see it as a reminder that I am at work. Your thoughtful gifts and words of thanks are signs of trust that guide you toward what I have prepared. I notice the kindness and humility you offer to others. They mirror my own heart. Opportunities to speak will surface naturally during shared moments over ordinary tasks. You long for others to share this closeness. Spread your faith not through pressure, but through the quiet example of a changed life. Let the peace we share steady your steps. Let the joy that flows from our time together be visible in ordinary moments. This silent testimony will attract others without fear. As your faith deepens, your spirit gains strength, ready to hold larger opportunities. This difference will draw questions from others, giving you gentle openings to share the reason for your calm. Greater opportunity brings fresh duties. I will place you where your steady trust can inspire many. They will see how I honor those who listen, trust, and wait. You have learned to release worry, resting in the knowledge that I hold every detail. This freedom, rooted in trust, stands out in a world often weighty with fear. Joy that overflows is not careless. It is stable, generous, and inviting. Such joy steadily reshapes environments, turning hard places soft. Watch how rooms brighten when you enter carrying this quiet joy. Nothing is impossible for those who rely on me. Even in the hardest seasons, I make a way. Your faithful walk has opened doors no one can shut. A flow of goodness is coming, filling every corner of your life until joy spills over. Stay alert. A remarkable chance approaches. Many turn aside, feeling unworthy or frozen by doubt. But you know my heart. You understand my love is freely offered. changing brokenness into wholeness, replacing despair with hope. Receive what I send. It is intended for you. On your path, you will meet those weighed down by pain, convinced they are beyond rescue. Your heart aches for a future without emptiness, yet they cannot imagine my welcome. If they would pause and let my care flood their lives, they would find rest. I have spoken good over your household, and these words will come to pass. Let my care shine through you, lighting the way for those in need. Share this message, and together we will bring peace and strength that lasts. My devotion to you has no limit, and the requests you placed before me are already in motion. I am guiding you toward a victory so rich it will move you to tears of joy. The hidden wounds and quiet sorrows that once overwhelmed you are lifting even now. You may feel the change first as a lifted weight, then as fresh energy rising to meet the day. That fresh energy will draw others, giving you chances to encourage them. Soon you will see restoration of what you thought was gone forever. I have noticed your courage and your choice to trust fully. Listen as I whisper comfort and strength. We both know the source of your deepest grief, and that season is ending. I am trading burdens for calm, tears for laughter, fear for steady hope. Walk forward with confidence. Together we will see each promise fulfilled. Stand ready to welcome these turns with humble gratitude and a willing heart. I pour into your spirit a peace beyond ordinary understanding, a steadiness no storm can shake. I answer not merely to meet requests, but to exceed them in ways that leave you grateful. Circumstances once set to break, you will now turn for your good. Let gratitude be your immediate response when you witness conditions improve. Such gratitude keeps the pathway clear for continued progress. Continued gratitude keeps the door open for further steady transformation. Remember that change is often gradual, similar to daylight edging across the sky. Pay attention to the faint shifts as they gather and grow. My care is endless. I have watched your steady effort despite uncertainty. Even when clarity seemed distant, you held to trust. Your respect for my way never wavered, and you encouraged those close to you to seek me too. This resilience brings you to the brink of overcoming every force that once pressed you back. Others will draw strength from your calm resolve and ask where such courage originates. Meet their curiosity with honest stories of care received. Fear surfaced at times, yet you anchored yourself in my mercy. You accepted forgiveness and built your life on steady truth. I have set you apart for good purpose. Do not fear. Enjoy the calm of walking with me. Keep near as I clear obstacles, silence opposition, and push away shadows. From this moment, your life is marked for overflow. I see your resolve to stand firm. Let certainty shine, yet remain gentle so that others feel invited. Your sincere prayers carry weight because they rise from honest depths, not polished phrases. My presence will saturate your home, filling every corner with assurance so real that those around you will notice. They will watch opportunities unfold for those who trust. Speak with me and affirm your confidence. I hear you. Know this, my care for you is beyond measure, and I will never let you fall beyond recovery. Today I fill your spirit with strength for each challenge. Move forward certain of my nearness, even when you cannot sense it. Drive away fear and remind yourself, I am strong. I am victorious through the one who loves me. When life exhausts you, I breathe new resilience, patience, insight, calm, and clarity. Hold the promises close and foes will scatter. Remember, courage is not the absence of concern. It is choosing steady action even while concern exists. I call you child, and I also call you warrior. You are not a powerless onlooker or a captive to fear. Let these words act as your shield, steadying your grip on victory. They equip you to face challenges and emerge triumphant. The opposing voice may roar, hoping to snare you in dread. You remember times when despair held you tight, when escape seemed impossible. But hear me, everything changes now. I declare the season of bondage over. Hold to my guidance and view yourself through my eyes. You are deeply loved, remarkably strong, steady in trust. You do not run from trials. While others shrink back, you stand firm, knowing my care is enough. You need not wait years to fill with faith. This is your moment. Take my hand and step boldly into a life filled with renewed joy, calm, fulfillment, and abundance. This is my pledge, and you will flourish. I formed your path before time. Every dream, every longing, every prayer for those you cherish rests safely with me. Rest in the knowledge that nothing slips through my oversight. Every detail is held securely until its moment. Walk through each day confident that nothing important slips past my attention or escapes my commitment to you. I forget nothing, and I have appointed a fitting moment for each purpose. My wish is to overflow your life with good opportunity and to grow wisdom, faith, humility, and patience within you. I have placed you where you can rise strong and produce right living. Within your reach lies the key to my promise, found in living truth. Take it to heart. The past is gone. From today forward, your life, those you love, and your future are blessed. When you confront an obstacle that feels impossible, a guiding truth waits to lead you through. Amen.